Apparently there's a legend amongst the gypsy squirrels that if you say Shawn Ravenfire 3 times, he'll appear.
I'll do it. I'm not scared.
Alright, do it then. Do it.
Shawn Ravenfire. Shawn Ravenfire. Shawn Ravenfire. It's showtime.
Magic, witchcraft, thaumaturgy, sorcery, conjuring, the occult. I studied these things since I was a boy. Like most people. Now, at some point in my life, I decided that I knew enough about magic that I could cast a full-blown spell. A transformation spell that would turn me into the world's most powerful psychic. Seemed like a good idea at the time. So I mixed some herbs together, learned some incantations, drew some symbols, made a few substitutions and alterations. It was my first spell, I wasn't too careful. I cast my spell. Did not have the desired effect. I looked in the mirror and I saw my eyes glowing red. That's not a joke. Saw my eyes glowing red. I felt dizzy, euphoric. I felt a tingling in the roof of my mouth, and within seconds, I felt a second row of teeth forming. Did not expect that. So I felt tired, so I went to sleep. I don't know why that was funny. The next day I woke up and I found something strange had happened. I was starting to have blackouts, mood swings, and I was starting to write constantly in these strange hieroglyphic symbols that nobody could figure out. And I decided that I had become possessed by an evil spirit. Whether it came from outside, or whether it was something dark within me that manifested itself in a new form, I don't know. But after several years of this, I realized that I had to learn a spell to do an exorcism on myself. And I asked the gods to give me a spell, and a spell came to me. A spell which I do not remember. But I gathered together supplies and I went out, following a vision. I don't know how or why, but this vision led me to an old cemetery out in the middle of the woods. I don't know why there was a cemetery in the middle of the woods, but there it was. I don't know how I knew it was there, but it was exactly like it looked in my mind. And somehow, I managed to cast a spell that trapped the evil spirit that was in me in this cemetery behind a fallen tree that it would never be able to move beyond. Then I went home, destroyed, burned all of the hieroglyphic writings, and then for good measure I cast a spell on myself that would erase my own memory so that I wouldn't know exactly what the spell was, so that it could never be broken, and I wouldn't even remember that any of this had happened for 7 years. Woke up on the floor. Didn't remember what I was doing for the past 3 days. Didn't seem too strange to me. So for the next 7 years, just went about like a normal person. Well, not that normal, but hey, this is me we're talking about. 7 years later, to the day, it all came flooding back to me. I remembered everything. Everything except for this specific incantation that would trap or release the spirit. I remembered where the cemetery was. I remembered how I banished it. Just not the details, but I remembered it was banished behind a fallen tree. And I thought, did I imagine it? Am I crazy? Am I hallucinating? Was it a bad dream? Probably. So I put it out of my mind. It was just one of those strange things that happens. Years later, I met up with a group of paranormal investigators. Those of you who know me are not the least bit surprised by this. went with these ghost hunters to various houses, cemeteries, places alleged to be haunted. Never saw a full body apparition, but I saw some weird lights flashing. Got some weird vibes. And one of my friends pulled out this book. Pay attention, this is the good part. She pulled out this book, a compendium of the most haunted places in the United States. And I looked through it for something fairly local. And I noticed there was a cemetery listed. An old abandoned cemetery in the middle of the woods. And it was exactly the one that I had visited all those years ago. And it said that there is an evil spirit haunting the cemetery that will not move beyond a fallen tree. And it is believed by locals that someone back in the 90s cast a spell to trap it there.
Cool! That's awesome!
I'm a fucking urban legend.
Yeah, right!
Every word of this story is true. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Let's keep it going for Shawn. Especially for protecting us. That's some freaky shit.
Yeah, I still have extra teeth.